Hey there, it's VJ Franske. I'm looking at Sculptr VR, which is an app I just noticed on Steam. Interesting because we have in this app what are known as voxels. And you might ask, what is a voxel? What is a voxel? A voxel is like a pixel, except it's volumetric. You know, you can see it has volume. Basically, it is a 3D pixel. So a lot of people like pixel art, doing that in, 2 dimensions. But we don't see a lot of pixel art in 3D. I guess the most obvious place that you might have seen three-dimensional pixel art could be Minecraft. And I think the programmers of this app sort of, wow, shiny golden pixels. That's interesting. Is it shining? Yeah, it does seem to be shining. Anyway, having some fun building up some three-dimensional shapes. Now, one of the claims to fame of this app is that it lets you change the size of yourself also, even though I haven't found yet the way that I can just place a single pixel at a time. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing pixel art since the original pixel art days. I started as a young computer programmer back in the time when pixels were all we had to make graphics with. So I do like to have individual control over each block if I want it. So that is something that I would like to have, but it's fun to be able to put out just these large areas of pixels too. How large of an area can I get? Pretty huge. I'm having a lot of fun already since I go into this. My friends in the LA chiptune scene, for example, they love their pixel art, of course, because that it's like an earth globe or something that we're making. See, how do I move myself again? Oh yeah, I guess I can also put my drawing brush out in front of me, sort of like this this beam. You know what I mean? It's going out. Anyway, but see, scene. Oh, yeah, this is how I move myself. And I can make myself giant. I am a stick figure in this world, apparently. So now I'm a huge stick figure. And why do I want to teleport myself around? Well, I'll tell you. I haven't had this VR system very long at all, but I'm already noticing that if you slide around on the floor too much in VR, you'll get a sort of disoriented, sick feeling, like you're seasick or something. I guess we will call this VR sick or something like that. But so now I am large looking down at this thing, and I guess there's huge mountains surrounding me in this scenery. So I could make myself even larger. How large can I get? Wow, my head would be literally in the clouds. I'm going to do that. Maybe shrink myself down a little bit more than that, but wow. Oh, I can see an entire landscape. And in fact, I now realize I am standing on a cloud. Isn't that amazing? And there is my tiny, tiny scene that I was editing before. that is pretty interesting. You know, you'll notice some of these different apps let you draw different sizes. Like famously, the quill was demonstrated with him drawing a scene that had many different size elements to it. Wow. Now I have to look in close. I'm actually knocking out my tracking sensor there by ducking down too low, but you can see that there's pixels on that line that I made. So, let's see, how do I move myself once again? All right. I hold the trigger and then sliding down, make myself. You know, I like that. That's clever. Clever way to do things. And then pull the trigger. Here I am back at this size. So it looks like I can do regular texture. I can do this shiny sort of texture. And then I can do this glowing texture. Yeah, I guess it's lighted, you know, it's got some internal light, or maybe it has almost no shadow on it or something, but it sort of glows. I guess if you're doing that traditional pixel art look, you probably want the third setting, just because, you know, classic pixel art has no shading, because computers at that time couldn't really do much shading with the limited color palette that they had. But we all got to like these super bright colors, you know, it's they work visually. They very oh, I see. There's a setting for each one of my many colors here. Cool. Voxels. Now you know what a voxel is, and knowing is half the battle, as they used to say on G.I. Joe, which we might watch before playing an 8-bit video game, you know? Those were pretty exciting back in that day. And we still have the retro collection appearing for everyone, but now sort of retro nostalgia is having this chance to go to this next unusual level. Now up here it looks pretty much like Tilt Brush or, you know, Quill or one of those other ones. So I guess you have the choice to use your art to really do something that's very pixelated by making yourself super small. Yeah, so if I'm this size, I'm going to be seeing every little pixel here, and kind of interesting, you'll notice that the pixels even appear to be made of stone or something. These, I guess we'll call the color neon. You know, you could call it neon color. Doesn't seem to have much texture there. So I guess, in a way, you could think of this as classic video game neon texture. And, you know, this is more like Minecraft, where it has a bit of, I'm putting my hand through it, a bit of texture mapping on there. But, you know, otherwise, yeah, I still would like to be able to place individual pixels. Because if you know about pixels, you know about pixels. Now, by carefully putting the dots down here like this, I can kind of cram in just square pixels. Let's see. I'm going to make my Goro character. No, not Goro from the um, from the tilt brush, but I have an alien character called Goro. Let's see, would place. Can I do it? He is 5 pixels by 5 pixels. So, put 3, then here, then here, there, there. Okay, that's basically him. He looks similar to some 8-bit characters you've seen, but he's not the same. Because notice only 5 by 5. There's Goro. Where do I have my... Gotta have my eraser. Look at the world through his eyes. Look through the world from the inside. It's really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Why not? Save it. And look at that. I can export an OBJ and FBX. That's cool. All right. I'm going to save as a new file. Save the scene. Save. Okay. Same file. Oh, okay. There it is. See, it's written. So now, scene. Let's see. Clear. Are you sure? Yes, I am. Whoa. Okay, well, it put me in a green field here now. Some birds over there. No, they're not birds, they're butterflies. I've got to know my flying pixel animals a little better than that. And I seem to remember there's a way in this world if I want to, I can fly around here in, wait, I'm huge. So my pixels, oh, look at that. I looked very closely, and there's my voxels. Don't call them pixels, because they're called voxels. Volumetric pixels. Technically, the word pixel means picture element. And, see, put that part of the way through it. It's a molecule or something happening here. Oh, there's a butterfly. Did I chase him away with my hand? All right. Try and make myself a bit smaller. Oh, so this is 1 times, and I can be down to 0.12. Tiny, tiny person. Wow. Standing on this, looking way up there at what I had done. Can I stand myself on those things? Oh my gosh. All right, it gives me vertigo for a second there because I am now standing on top of this molecule, basically. That's kind of interesting. Can I fall off? I hope not. I'm stepping forward. Okay. Gotta be careful. Bumped into the table. Don't want to do that. All right. So, let's see. Going down. Back down to the surface. No. Well, there's an undo. Voxels. I'm going to teleport myself over here because I'm running out of space in my Guardian area. Okay, so teleport it over here. Voxels. There it is. Voxels. It's a cool thing. And, well, I'm going to spend more time definitely with Sculptr VR. And we'll do an in-depth review, but this is just my first look at it. I like it. I like it. So check that out on Steam in the VR category, and I think you'll have a fun time. VJ Franz K, signing out for now. Please subscribe, and don't forget to become one of my patrons on Patreon so we can, cover more software, hardware, and all of these things. Unfortunately, it costs money to get some of the new objects. It also helps if you send me promo codes or even objects to review. Voxels. Leave your comments on the video. Tell me how you like it and where we should go from here, right? This is the exciting new world of VR. VR has been around for a long time, actually, but they said that 2016 was kind of the year of VR, and then maybe 2017 is going to be the actual year of VR when people saw what happened in 2016 and now they're convinced that it's worthwhile. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. VJ Franz K. VR Reviews.